A gente não tá no zoológico, turista de merda! Mano, é pra nós precisa de
acabar sua fé. Ô papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso pra dela. Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. Na força,
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Barracos e morros sem socorro num lugar sem esperança, nada, sem luz que possa inspirar.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando. Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele, Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Filho da puta. Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui.
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
Vai lá, dá uma olhada.
Olha, ele tá meio sexy, né? O que você faria se você
Vamos lá. Vai.
E também lindo, né?
Aí, boa. Joga. Aí, toca pra sabedoria.
If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Pô, que isso, a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos três para ele.
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não, gringo.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson, mano? Aí, ela não tá mais garotinha não, hein?
De jeito nenhum. É no meio hype que esse cara quer.
Aí, bela camisa, hein? Não perdeu o fusão, amigo.
Hey, are you lost?
In more ways than I could possibly explain.
I know you. At the disco, with the gun. Yeah, you had hair back then and better clothes. Anders Dedling from Steele, North Dakota. Why on earth are you here?
Well, I'm, looking for someone. What are you doing here?
We came to help the cause. See, after I retired, my wife, she said I had to do something. And well, you know, I always loved kids, so I got involved in Angels of the Hill. Oh, it's a great cause, and they're really great folk. And, well, now we come down twice a year to help inoculate the children of the favelas. Yeah, oh, it's simply wonderful, giving back. Whole family does it. In fact, my little girl's coming in a couple of days.
Aren't you afraid?
I was a cop for 25 years. And granted, Steele ain't San Paulo, but, you know, I seen things. And people are the same everywhere, good, bad, and different.
Listen, have you heard anything about a woman About 28, rich. She was kidnapped. I heard she was being held around here.
No?
All right, well, good luck.
All right, you too. You look like you need it. I gotta get back at it. Hey, I'll say a prayer for you.
Another life lesson I didn't want.
E aí, Pedro? Ô, Gisele veio hoje? Aí, mais gostosa do que não. Ô, sai de cima de mim, meu, ô! Maluco, pô.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai, lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt, can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down?
Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado.
Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well,
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Serrano.
Yep, he's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Crasha Preto.
Yep, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Branco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Branco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. But we had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You help me and I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Peraí. Olha quem tá aí.
E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong. A short lapse in concentration would have gotten me killed. I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me.
Eu consigo ver o medo nos seus olhos. Me dá uma abertura! Estou com ele na mira!
Não, por favor!
Aí, João, eu não vou falar de novo. Cala a porra da tua boca!
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No!
Relax, soldier.
You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean...
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think... And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day. Jesus, what a fucking creep. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
Pega, puta!
É o gringo!
Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma.
A gente desce ou não?
Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não.
Tá certo.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint. I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me. Fabiana's market value was falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock. These bastards looked different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time. They told me the favelas were full of drugs. There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Afastando uma loira gelada. Falou que ia buscar, porra. Pô, eu falei pra esse otário aqui 3 vezes, aí até agora nada. Vai tomando seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja você. Que porra que estão fazendo lá embaixo? Sei lá, os malandros matariam sua mãe por uma trouxa. Mata o filho da puta! Ele tá aqui, caralho! Acorda, acorda, acorda!
Soccer had gotten Claudio away from the favela, but it hadn't gotten him far enough. I couldn't imagine his death had done much to boost the CS's approval ratings in that part of town.
Você não acerta nada, caralho! Consigo te ver, filho da puta!
Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in two worlds. Eventually you're gonna get your life ripped apart.
mija. Eu viesse, seu filho da puta. Caralho! Caralho, porra!
Tô no beco sem saída, me ajude!
Inserção da voz com beat, irmão. Claro que é nóis. Cortar só pelo que ama e pra zona sul.
This, what Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living. Fireworks. I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade. I was definitely in Commando Sombra territory. If Fabiana was still alive, she couldn't be far away. That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me. I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down! Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole.
Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda! Vou matar sim!
Don't you kill her! Don't you!
Ok. Caralho! Atividade! É a porra da UP! Ó, você fica com o gringo! A galera conta tem depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho! Seu filho da puta!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
Stay away from me!
All of a sudden, I didn't need that time by myself. Passos was down the hill and I had to catch up to him. I couldn't just leave him. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, I just had to say goodbye.
You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
You good? Yeah, I'm okay.
Shoot till he stops moving! Okay, let's hold here! Fucking hell, man!
for an encore? Let's move!
I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place whacked out on meds. The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked them? Huh?
I got hollow points. Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right? Fair. That's all. I look at the fucking socialist an aid worker. We'll work it out together. Okay? Look, cuz, how long we been doing this? I'm not giving no handouts. Not asking for a handout. We're out here working.
Whatever. Shut up. Whatever.
Don't shut up.
You say.
There he is! Right?
Just look.
Joe! Oh!
Did they kill you? Whack him already! Keep him down for me! Fuck you, asshole! You're bleeding!
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
Nah, this ain't how it's meant to go down. Fire!
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that church. The hit. Like, let's see them.
He got me.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circular.
How are you still alive?
I got you covered. Which hit? Payne or the other one? Just hold on to him.
You and me, shithead!
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was. Saying goodbye is painful.
Look, man, just be cool, okay? Be cool.
Don't tell me to be cool! You Max Payne?
Who?
Very fucking funny.
Whatever.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
This guy's luck is running
Think
out!
about it!
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
You got my back, man! Hey, thanks, bro!
Holy shit! What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard, quite literally, on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down! Shot came from the top of the mausoleum! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Hey, asshole! More of them! They're rushing you!
Can you just cover me?
Kill this!
Sure, right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Go! Hit the gravestone! Shit! More guys!
Hold the goddamn trigger! Come on! Jesus Christ! Cover me!
Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man! Don't let them draw you out! Okay, I have your back. You okay?
Sure, right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Quick! Don't give that sniper anything to aim at!
Clock that mother!
Get out!
No,
Run
it's
his
not
ass
dead
down.
on your deck.
He's gonna have to...
Sucks!
Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Window's coming up.
Great.
Flank it, man, to the left. Don't go up the stairs. Left, up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left. Get behind that thing.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste.
Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move!
Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Hey, take it easy.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started. Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Fuck you. You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! Now!
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
Are you going or die?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, follow me. Vinny Gognetti. I didn't think there was enough of him left to fill a grave. Poor son of a bitch. His antics had brought the once great house of Punchinello to its knees, and they were still struggling to stand up. The morgue. How appropriate. Plots here weren't cheap. I'd take a freebie.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on. Go, go, go!
You go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
All right.
Spread out! And clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
I got you in my sights! Can't move here, Max! Quit playing! You gotta get up there and take him out! Come on, man, get up there, take him out! He's got all the angles! He's gonna beat him! He's gonna fucking beat him! Get out of here! Hey, we're on the same team. Come on. Hey, let's find that phone. Make a call. There's gotta be a landline in that office, man. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá. Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda. Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda, cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. In that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again, I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity. I guess sobriety is relative. It was a goddamn war zone. I had to assume Giovanna and Marcelo were out there somewhere. The cops didn't seem too concerned with meeting their arrest quotas. Between me and Sao Paulo's finest, it'd be a miracle if the CS were still in business by the end of the day. The place was swarming with cops, but they weren't there for me, as far as I could tell. And I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day. If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too. Giovanna and Marcello were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work. I'd heard about these raids. Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Everyone was fair game, as I was about to find out. The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second. If I filled my body with enough poison, maybe I'd forget I added another dead girl to my rap sheet. I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Você tá me tirando,
Fala
porra?
alguma coisa, seu filho da
Onde tá o seu
puta!
chefe, seu filho da puta? Cadê o Serrano?
Não, mano, eu não sei nada.
Man, I was guessing these guys didn't spend their spare time studying the Geneva Convention. Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games.
Pega, porra! Tudo no chão!
These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point. Yes, this was definitely them. Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas. I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else. I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Traz essa puta aí, ó.
Não posso esperar pra sair daqui.
Olha que merda. Nunca prende a lição.
Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê?
It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier. I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan. Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals. Now I had to find Giovanna and Marcello. Without a better plan, I thought I better follow this bastard.
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor, não faça isso não.
Vamos acabar com essa porra. Cala a boca, sua puta. Vem pra cá.
Here was Giovanna and Marcello. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Marcello!
Jesus. Shit. Damn.
Filho da puta! Você tá fugido, gringo!
You bastard.
Giovanna! It's gonna be okay. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that. Come on. Go, 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 go. Why did they do that to Marcello?
It's a legendary gang way of killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they took.
Shh. Quem fez isso?
Foi um americano.
Foi? Foi?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Porra de americano. Você morre, porra. Caralho. Contra ele. Mata ele.
Pode deixar, eu mato.
After a couple of hours of lying in shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen no amount of drugs or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. The constant shadow of a wasted life. The poor girl had been through enough. We had to find a way out of there. Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and a crew of paramilitary psychopaths want to send you upstairs, I reasoned the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot, maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a cop looking at me.
All right.
Passo said there's a good place to hide in the back.
Just try to stay calm. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I guess this is it.
No, keep going. That's a girl. Here, come on. This way. In here. Just try to stay calm, all right? I know this is fucked up.
I'm pretty calm. I'm also pregnant.
You gotta be shitting me.
Me and Raul, Passos you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh.
Já, chefe.
I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower.
Get down. Stay out of sight.
Dispersem e procurem por toda parte. Hein? Temos que achar a menina e o americano também.
Listen to me, it's gonna be okay. Just calm down, I said.
Calm down? Are you out of your mind?
Boa, vamos ver esse filho da puta! Vamos pegar eles, lá!
They're going to kill us!
Giovanna, just wait there! Passos will be here soon.
There isn't going to be a soon if we stay here. We have to move.
Giovanna, get down!
I'm in it. There's a gate here! Quick, before they come back!
You okay?
Yeah.
Here, quick. Climb under here. And open the gate from the other side. Quick! Stay right here while I check it out. Make sure you stay out of sight.
I can't do this! Get down!
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open. Day 2 of sobriety was going about as well as day 1. An army of paramilitaries and only my face made the front page. More publicity I didn't need. to get this poor girl out of there.
Oh my God, Max,
Come on.
what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here. This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcello thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos' security detail. Just check this. We need to get out of the open. A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
if we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
All right.
Ready. You got it?
Giovanna was a brave girl. She wasn't giving up. And I guess that meant neither could I. Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God damn it!
La sacada!
Oh, no, get down!
What now? There's no way down!
Hold on. Can you get through to that next room?
Yes, I think so.
Well, that may be our best bet. Go on, I'll meet you there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find a way through. Just stay quiet and keep down.
There had to be an easier way out of there than the way I came in. I was getting good at this.
Max! 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 I can't see a way down here either!
There has to be something.
Oh my God! Max, look out!
drop those stairs down.
Wait a second. I'm going to try something.
Good.
I needed to get to my unhappy place.
Jesus, Max, come on, let's go!
Come on. Let's get the hell away from here. Go on, it's okay. I'm right behind you.
There's someone down there.
Hey, gringo!
Why are they doing this, Max? This is so fucked up!
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
What are we waiting for?
Should we wait here for Passos?
No, it's not safe enough. Come on. Damn it.
Max!
Quiet!
You're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Get your leg up. All right. Got it? Open the door.
Shh! Listen, listen.
Check it out. Stay here.
esconde, esconde, sua putinha de merda! Dá condolência pra sua família!
I'm here. It's okay. It's okay. Shit. Come here, this way. Ever driven a bus before?
Of course I haven't.
Ever shot anybody?
No.
Well, it's drive or shoot, sister, and right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting. Come on, you can do this. All right, now listen to me. When I give you the word, I want you to slam it into gear, full on the gas, and drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready? Go. You're doing fine!
Oh my God!
Try to stay calm! Keep going!
I don't know what I'm doing!
Just keep your foot on the gas! Careful! Try to keep us straight!
Hurry! No! Oh no!
Yeah, I see it.
Oh my God! What's up?
Fine.
Oh, I can't control this thing!
Just drive! Hold on! Giovanna. We're okay. We're okay. You good?
Yes.
That's a handy piece of driving. We gotta get out of here. Quick. Son of a bitch. Quick. Come on. Giovanna, go. I need you to get up to the roof of this building and get the Passos. Tell them to wait for me now. Go. Jump. Go. I was just about to run to the roof when my savior and friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for, decided to leave without me.
Max! Get in, quick!
I can't believe that bastard just flew off on me. After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor? No.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know, maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? Hmm? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy. Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max! Max! Come on!
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me! Alfredo Morchat!
It sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Soldier.
Oh. I gotta quit drinking so much. Could give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey, even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Good. No, not good. Bad. Real bad. But good because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey? I love a woman. She's with another and she doesn't want to know it. Fuck her. I mean, could you believe that shit?
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead, lay off the yayo, eh? Passos, walk with me.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know? Because life is good! Where's the truck?
It's coming, eh? Soon.
Pasos.
Yeah.
I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
¡Disparen ya!
¡Encontré!
Daphne's ship was always stocked. I still had unfinished business. The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto, psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. The pirates wouldn't get everything. This was where Marcelo was supposed to be sleeping. He'd barely come down to this deck. Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow. The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos
la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¡Está ahí!
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. Breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¿A qué esperan? ¡Cúbranme! ¡Está bien! ¡Ya pueden
So this was the famous... While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them? It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened. I didn't like to think what was behind the door. The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks. After I got out of New Jersey, things had flared up again between the Punchinellos and the DeMarcos. Didn't look like things would die down anytime soon. I was gonna have to stay away from the only place I'd ever known. Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone. Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it. The boat was well appointed.
puta! ¡Aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel! ¡Vení para acá!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out. Daphne's ship was always stocked. They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
¡Oye, anda! ¡Está abierto!
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne?
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here.
They were using that building to get across the canal.
Get her!
There was some equipment in the truck. We can get across up top.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Hitman, don't get hangovers! Get down!
Gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal. There was some equipment in the truck.
We're up there!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality. I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
¡Suélteme, gringo loco!
Fancy seeing you here. I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. Failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Craccia Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Puta, tá pesado pra caralho. Ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu boi.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. You can't unsee something. UFE. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Mesma coisa.
O quê?
Você não tá fazendo nada, eu tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz?
Porra! Aqui, aqui! Viva, você tem que morrer!
Deixa aí! Atirando! Avançar! Avançar!
De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets. You can't unsee something, but you can dull the effect. I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall. I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Já está tudo certo. O que você acha que eu estou fazendo?
Você sabe o que aconteceu a última vez. O Neves não quer mais um erro.
Tá tudo aqui, meu!
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now. There it was, the soundtrack to my life. And, for a few seconds, came harmony. Finally.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolissao meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. Call it evidence for De Silva. I had to hurry up before more of those assholes showed up. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats come out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Ouvi. Quem sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything! We have the record!
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city! Decent people! Safe! I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Ugh!
The city was dangerous, friend.
I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And the contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Nada tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, fudeu! Meu conta eu quero saber da culpa.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocente! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo, vamos aqui! É aqui que você vai se acontecer, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara! Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, morrer aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, velho!
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Nós vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here?
Me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time,